Yeah, my name is Nobu Yasuda, and then I'm a director of the orchestra. I think the course number is actually MUSI, so it's a music 184 and 384. It's a upper class and a lower class. Yeah, objective is basically this is an orchestra, right? So basically students bring in their instrument, and then we make great music together. But at the same time, it's not just for fun. It's I mean we really work so hard. So teamwork, it's a basic thing. So then basically I always ask, you have to bring your imagination and focus, right? The perseverance. So then we just usually the repertoire kind of Western music. Like for example, this year we are doing Wagner music and Tchaikovsky and Mendelssohn kind of thing. So then basically we learned to play music, but at the same times, through those kind of music, we kind of also revisit that kind of history. Like for example, Tchaikovsky, it's a Russian composer. So then his life was lots of struggle, personal struggles. So then it's like a kind of any kind of essay. Music is a kind of especially symphony is a huge essay. Composer actually kind of put his or her experience in the music. And what is really great about music is that sometimes actually like for example when you read some book, if it's written in French, I mean if you don't know French you can't read, but music somehow you don't quite understand exactly what it is, but you can share the same emotion feeling, right? So those kind of things. So we really we make music and we try to develop our kind of emotion. So basically, the rehearsal is the opportunity for every musicians to practice together. So individually, for example, we have like a flute, oboe, clarinet, and bassoon. Violin one, violin two, the trumpet, and then they have their own part, right? So then, of course, some non-music major students, they don't have time, so probably they don't necessarily really practice their parts at home. But many people actually seriously, they wants to really improve, their kind of ensemble technique. So basically, they practice their music, some difficult passage, somewhere else, and then we come to the rehearsal, and we learn to play together, when you have harmony. So you have to play. So first, like a first trumpet, second trumpet, third trumpet. Let's say they have different notes, but they has to practice to play together, and it also has to be in tune, harmony, right? So those are kind of things that the rehearsal is basically to learn music together. I'm very passionate about music, and then so that's the first thing. It's just I want to provide amazing musical experiences. Like yesterday, we just came back from tour. And we performed actually one, two, three, four, five times. So when you perform, it is different from rehearsal. Rehearsal is basically my kind of a responsibility is that kind of in a way lots of criticism because intonation is wrong. So, okay, why don't we fix it? It's like a sport, right? So you have to fix many things to improve. But during the performance, we don't have to think about anything. Mistake happens, so it's already happened. Forget about it, kind of thing. So then, basically, we really. Yeah, I mean, my students are saying, each performance I try to change that tempo or many things, and so they really enjoy. I mean, they understand the spontaneity of those great music, and also I'm sure the more you perform, they understand the bigger picture of the music means that they can actually understand the emotional, like changes throughout the pieces. So then, throughout actually doing this, yeah, I hope they really think this was a great musical experience. So then they graduate. Some people might go for a professional career. Some people might not be a professional career, but they might keep playing. And when they have a family, probably they're gonna promote music in a family because music is really wonderful. What is important is, of course, as I said already, love for music, but also, I think it's very important to learn to work together, right? Teamwork. I mean, also, I quite often I talk about this, be on time. Be on time is actually kind of, I say, if you just show up on time, you're late. You have to be already prepared to start, many things on time. So teamwork, and then also music is not just following the notes. You still have to really use your imagination, and you have to really, right, feel certain emotion, to play even, right? So, and also I'm sure that they learned to work hard, with other people. And also, I think they learn that when you work together as a team, you can get something you never be able to get by yourself, right? I think this is a kind of a really big lesson. I hope they understand that. Oh, what they did in the orchestra, it's a life lesson. Yeah, I personally, I've been teaching for 28 years here and also before, because I was a student one time. So then some passionate teacher really gave me this energy and also the love for music, and also from working together, I understand that discipline and yeah, focus, right? It's very important.